to keep, as long as we're on the AC train here.
Sure.
How did the conversation go, and how did it go when he was wanting to switch over to Aldon's program? Was that an Adam decision? Was that an Allen decision? Was that a Kawasaki decision? I mean,
yeah, it was definitely a Kawasaki decision.
Okay.
And I don't mind being 100% transparent with it. I got a call from Alan and Christy. They called me both and said, hey, there's a good chance that we're going to have to go to, and just for the listeners in the background, Aldon was working with Villapoto. Villapoto had started to rent Grant Langston's place, which is now called the Sandbox.
Yep.
He was renting that from Grant Langston. And I got a phone call from Christy and Mitch, from Alan and Christy, and they said, look, we have been approached by Kawasaki, and we're being told that we have to go with Aldon. We told them that we want to stick with you, but they're saying we have to go there. And I said, in the same tone of voice that I'm saying to the listeners tonight, I said to them, you have to go what's right for Adam, and I don't own a facility, and you have a chance to train with Ryan Villapoto.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the whole Aldon Baker thing, whether or not the program's good or not, we could do it, and we could talk about it tonight if you want.
We could talk about it.
I'm interested to hear. Yeah.
Oh boy. We all have some thoughts on that program.
I'm not a fan
over
of the
here.
whole Aldon Baker experiment.
I've got my thoughts.
Yeah.
But.
As I'm sure you have your thoughts that I know you haven't been necessarily quiet at keeping, because I've heard some of them on the old Cooksey show there for a while, which was awesome.
Sure. Well, and the idea here is, it doesn't matter if I'm working with AC, Logan Best, Ian Treadle, the list goes on and on. The idea is, no matter what I need to do to get them to the next level, I have to go that route. And the only thing that hurts me is I always treat my riders like they're my own kids. I'm going to make sure that they're healthy before I ask them to do something, because no matter how proficient these riders are, they're still our children first.
Yep.
Adam was Christy and Alan's son first. And I always say to the riders, I even say to the new parents that I meet, I will never ask your son or daughter to do something at the expense of their health, whether that means riding with a concussion, riding with an aggravated itis, tendonitis of the knee or something like that. Because there's a saying in the physiology world that if you don't let the first injury recover, the second one only happens quicker, and it's usually more severe. So when you go back to the phone call with Adam and going to work with Aldon and Villapoto, I'm like, check this out. You've got this 3.5-minute outdoor track. You get to chase one of the fastest riders in history. You get to have your own facility. And what do I have to offer you? I can go to Waldo with you. I can go to various tracks, but I can't put you in that environment. And I said, when you can get a chance to go chase Villapoto around, at that time he was going up to the goat farm and was doing some fun stuff with Ivan Tedesco and those guys up there. That's taking Adam's riding to another level. It's getting another level of knowledge. Yes, I can share with him what I've learned through various riders, but talking about the Cliff Note version, when Villapoto is giving you his insight and all the people that have guided him on the West Coast, you put that on a very, very young AC, and I just thought it was the best move for him ever. I miss him. I miss his parents. I mean, his dad and I talk more than I talk with Adam or anything like that. And his sister and I are on Instagram communicating, just because I still have her at the age of being 13, 14 years old, but she's up in Jacksonville in school.
Yep.
So we forget that the clock keeps ticking, but great family. But no, I had to embrace that. Here's the thing that I can sleep really good at night. I knew that when Alan and Christy made that decision, it was for the right move for Adam. And I knew that I was handing Adam off to whomever as strong and flexible and mentally capable. Now the next chapter was to be seen. And obviously it didn't go too well, but I could only wish the best for him. And, I'm glad he's gotten to where he's at. I know it's been a bumpy road, but they were one of the finest families to ever work for sure.
That's awesome. Now, I know we're going down memory lane here, and I know we were going to talk